Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has came along. Also like and share this video. And if you'd like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles.
Good morning, guys. It's Friday, January 24th, 2025. It is currently 8:57 a.m. and 22 degrees outside. Today, we are actually going to circle back around. We're going to recreate the gateway ring. I made the gateway rings quite some time back, and my craftsmanship level, my imagination of certain rings and other things have definitely blossomed. So I'd like to circle back around, remake the gateway ring, because there's this new company that's coming out called the Gateway. They're investing $500 billion, up to $500 billion into this particular company, and it's supposedly supposed to cure cancer and along with other things, using quantum computing and all this other stuff, which I say is definitely some sort of cover-up. I mean, it's been since the 1920s that a man named Royal Raymond Rife actually possibly had a machine using frequency along with other things that had the capabilities of curing cancer way back in the 1920s. And being that the way I think technology is much further advanced than human civilization as we know it today actually is. I already think that curing cancer is possible. Some say, well, Steve Jobs, I heard a man say Steve Jobs was a billionaire, and if cancer was curable, he would have paid for this cancer healing, whatever it was, you know. But my eyes are saying the way I think is, it doesn't matter the way I think. I'm not here to tell you how I think. I just think that it's very highly possible that cancer is curable from a long time ago. It's just for whatever reasons that the higher powers don't allow that to happen is. And I have my ideas, my thoughts, and my way of thinking saying why cancer is not curable right now. But nonetheless, we're going to recreate the gateway ring today, and I'm going to reuse some material that I had left over. I'm going to flatten this out, and we're going to make our bezel out of this round wire, which is fixing to be flat. I'm going to take this little piece of material that I had left over from a ring the other day. I'm actually going to make a plate out of this. So we're going to thin it out quite a bit and make us a plate. So let's get started, guys. Let's recreate the gateway ring, guys, to parallel universes. That's what this ring represents, is parallel universes, multiple dimensions, multiple versions of yourself. For every decision that you make, it forks off into a parallel universe, a parallel world, where that decision takes you onto a different timeline. Maybe someday after life, we can recreate. I mean, I don't know all of the answers. I just have ideas. And this has been planted in my mind by other people that are very much more intelligent than myself. These are just ideas, their ideas that have been planted and manifested into what they became. And maybe our decisions, every outcome possible through certain decisions through life, certain choices through life, maybe they split off and branch off like a tree, guys. I mean, I don't know all the answers. I'm just saying the possibilities are endless. Why do we need quantum computing? Quantum computing is able, and this isn't my words, quantum computing is able to solve multiple universes, multiple parallel worlds that it's able to solve the issues in minutes, where the computers that we have today before quantum computing, it would have took, I forgot the exact number, but so many years, guys, billions and trillions of years to come up with solutions of parallel universes and worlds that quantum computing today can solve in minutes. So why do we need quantum computing? Are parallel universes actually real? Is it possible? Guys, I'm dedicating the rest of my life to finding answers to multiple things that I'm interested in, as well as multiple universes where I think is very possible, highly likely. Simulation. Is this life a simulation? Guys, I have so many questions that I'm searching answers for, and I have so many clues that I have from, I started learning about this stuff back in I'm going to at least say 1999, if not sooner than that, when the Matrix actually opened and blossomed my mind into possibilities. But maybe it was a little bit before 1999, but definitely for sure 1999 when the Matrix came out is when I became very interested, and I've been gaining clues throughout. I was, just picking up bits and pieces here and there. But anyway, guys, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's start making us a ring, guys. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. We're going to flatten us this round wire right here so that we can make us a bezel or two. I have a pretty cool idea of how I'm going to recreate this ring. The last ring was pretty cool, but this ring's definitely going to be cooler because my imagination's a little more broader, like I said, and my craftsmanship and quality level has definitely increased. So here we go, guys. Let's get us a ring started. We're going to make us a plate now. We got our flat wire over there. So let's make us a plate here. Yeah. I got some techno music in my ear, ramming and jamming, got me fired up this morning. It's some good stuff, guys. You got to learn to go inside yourself when you're feeling certain emotions and what really arouses you and what really gets you excited, and just learn to observe and witness with your consciousness. Learn to witness and observe your emotions, your feelings, your ideas, your thoughts. Don't judge them, just observe them with your being, not with your mind, not with your heart, with your being, your consciousness. Just learn to observe and witness your ideas, your thoughts, your emotions. Guys, I learned this through meditation. I've been a meditator for quite some time, and it's really helped me out a lot in a lot of areas of calming my mind down, learning to calm your mind, learning to slow them thoughts down, and also learning that some of these thoughts and ideas are not you. This is not who you are. Your thoughts are not you. They are not you. You just got to learn to observe them thoughts. Now, if it's your choice to act on them thoughts, whether they're negative, positive, or whatever the thoughts are, it's your choice to act on them thoughts or not to act on them thoughts. That's why I always try to tell my children, make good choices, guys. Make good choices just in case what I'm researching is real, where every choice we make throughout life leads to another timeline, another world, another parallel universe over and over and over. But anyway, guys, we got our plate here made, and we got our wire. Let's go in here and begin creating our bezels for our gateway to parallel universe ring. Here we go, guys. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I got my plate annealed. I re-annealed it after flattening it to a nice little plate size. It's a little out of cattywampus and kind of moving around a little bit, so I annealed it, and I brought it out here. I'm going to use this vise as an anvil to flatten it out. That should be nice and flat right there, guys. And we're going to go in here and solder up our bezels to the back of the plate so our stone has something to rest on. So our stones, plural, guys. It's stones, plural. Gateway. You stand on one side, go through the gate, and you end up on the other side in a parallel world or parallel universe, guys. There's so much out there, guys. Let your imagination explore. Let the wonders of life explore throughout your imagination, guys. That's what Galaxy Sparkle does here, guys, is turn imagination into reality. So let's go in here. That's enough jibber jabber. And let's go solder up some bezels. Here we go, y'all. Hang tight.
All right, guys, we are about to solder up our bezels for our gateway ring. These are the platforms you would stand on, and then there's going to also be a gate that you have to transfer through and land on the other side. That is the idea. That's the imagination, guys. So here we go. We're turning imagination into reality. Let's solder up these bezels, guys. Let's solder up the platforms here. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. Alright guys, we are actually soldering up the gateway itself at this time. Shouldn't take very long, it's not very thick. So it should be a nice seamless joint as well. So here we go, let's see what happens, guys. Looks pretty good on from my end. Not too bad. All right, guys, here we go. Y'all hang tight. We're going to do some manufacturing here in just a minute. We're going to put some bezels with the gate and start working on our band here shortly. So here we go. It's coming along just fine. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we're going to take our little plate that we put on the back of this, and we're going to take it around the sander and make it match the platform, the bezel, the round bezel itself. So here we go. I'm going to bring y'all along for just a minute and let y'all do some sanding with me. Let's get this platform nice and rounded up. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. Oh, we got to plug him up. Y'all hang tight. Spicy, boys. Gosh dang, grab it with your thumb, boy. We'll go ahead and grab on it a little bit. That thing was spicy hot, boy. Knew better than that. Damn. All right. We got a little bit more work to do with that. I was going to kind of fine tune it with my fingers, but we're going to let it cool off. So while that thing's cooling off, I'm going to do the other one, and we'll see y'all back at the bench here in a minute, guys. Let me finish this up. That's a little bit of racket right there for you, and I know it gets annoying, so y'all hang tight, and we'll see y'all back at the bench directly. All right, guys, I got some material cut for the band. I'm going to flatten it down somewhat
Get it down to about 1.3, 1.4 mil thickness. And I want to do a double band. Anyway, I have an idea in my mind that this is one of my favorite bands to make, the band I'm making today. As of right now, this is my favorite band to make. And that's what we're going to put on this gateway because I'm so enthusiastic about parallel universes and time travel. I just want to put my best craftsmanship into this stuff. It's just everything. It's just so much, guys. You just have no clue the universe inside of Galaxy Sparkles, guys. You just have no clue the universe that is inside of me. So let's turn this imagination into reality. And let's mill this little unit down. And go in there and create our double band for our bezels so that I know exactly how I'm going to lay it out. Anyway, here we go. Y'all hang tight. Here we go. All right, guys. I got my bands put together. They are a little out of cattywampus, but the idea is to get them soldered up first. And then we will wrap them around the mandrel and square them up and continue on our journey here. This band on the right has a little bit of gap on the side of it right here. It's just not quite lined up perfectly, but the rest of it, we'll see how it solders up here. Maybe it'll fill the gap. I'd highly doubt it, but we'll see. Make a solder ball real quick, and I got an idea to do a little sculpting with some solder. We'll see if it works. I don't want to completely melt it. I want it just to almost ready to flow, then get off of it. There it goes, just like that maybe. And then we can sand it down into a seamless joint. That's the idea. I don't think that's going to work. All right, guys, y'all hang tight. All right, guys, my solution is going to square this cut up just a little bit. I'm just going to take just a smidgens off of it. I'm going to take as close of a cut off of it as I possibly can. I'm going to go close the gap back up and resolder it. Can't be having all that noise. That was a little... We are shooting for quality today, guys. We don't want all that happening. So y'all hang tight. Let me get this ring off here. It's such a tight fit now that can't even get the saw blade out of there. So y'all hang tight. All right, guys. Let's see what happens here. We still got our solder ball on there, so that should be enough. It looks fairly tight this time, like it should be seamless. So let's see what happens here. I got a stick solder here ready just in case something goes haywire. Should be getting ready to flow anytime. All right, y'all hang tight. Let's take a peek at it. All right, guys, this is what I've came up with this far. What I'm going to do is use my third arm to keep it separated. The only thing I want to actually solder up is the very bottom end. That way I can have separation throughout the rest of the ring. This is my idea. Let's see how this actually works. It took me about 15 minutes to kind of figure out how to get this thing where I could solder it, and this is the solution I've came up with. So let's see how it works. The worst thing can happen is fail and start over. No big deal, guys. Failure is part of life. It makes you stronger, make you wake up a better version of yourself tomorrow. Here we go. Let's solder this little unit up and see what happens. Try not to do no bumping. Hopefully there's enough solder on that thing. I may not. What I'm gonna do is try to drip some solder on it and just let it do its thing, get it hot enough. As soon as I see the other solder melting from the ring that it's already on it, I'm gonna get some solder laced on there, and hopefully this thing just solders up. I don't want to move it. I don't want to touch it. Here comes the solder ball. I'm gonna kind of lace it on there. Oh, missed it. Let's try again. Okay, here we go. We got a little bit there. Okay, it's starting to melt, guys. Let's see if that thing will melt in there and form up. I'm gonna call that right there, guys, and see if that don't work. Hopefully we got some solder there, guys. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, that did appear to work right there. So now what I'm going to do is go to the complete opposite end, to the very top. So we're going to go complete opposite of the bottom, and we're just going to give it a slight pull. That way it's nice and uniform all the way up through, hopefully. And now what I'm doing is going on the opposite end of each, and I'm just going to kind of twist them one forward and one backwards and just give it a little evenly separation. I'm going to come to the other side and do the opposite. That way it's nice and evenly separated. Now we're going to stick it on the mandrel and form it up real nice. That way it's nice and even shaped, and we're going to pickle it and begin manufacturing our bezel on top. So yeah, guys, this has worked out just the way I've imagined it, the way I kind of put it together in my mind so far. So that's what we do around here, guys, turning imagination into reality. That's what we do at Galaxy Sparkles. Here we go, y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I am using my third arm, and I got the two platforms attached to the Stargate itself. So let's see if we can't drip some solder on this without moving this thing, because if it moves, it's going to all get out of all kinds out of cattywampus. So here we go, y'all hang tight. Let's get this thing soldered up. Let's see if we can solder this thing up together, guys. This one's coming along very nice. I'm really in this the craftsmanship on this one, this gateway ring compared to the last gateway ring is just night and day difference, guys. We are definitely much further advanced than we were on our first gateway. So here we go. Let's solder this little thing up together. Hopefully I got enough solder right here to make this happen, guys. I'm going to try to lay that solder ball on there because I'm not just for safety precautions, guys. There'll be enough solder on there to mount to our ring in a minute, and that'll help out anyway. So let's get this thing reheated up and get that little solder ball to flow on that side right there. fixing to flow anytime. We're gonna call. Come on, baby. All right, we're gonna call that there, guys. All right, y'all hang tight. We're gonna get the ring and see if we can't put this thing together. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we have finished the gateway ring, guys. The gateway ring, the gateway to parallel worlds, parallel universes, and we were really on a great roll at the very beginning of this ring. We was doing very well. And then as I began soldering up the bezel to the ring, I got the ring a little too hot. We unsoldered the bottom of the ring. It came kind of all cattywampus, so we actually had to resize this ring. It went from a ring finger to a pinky ring, which is fine. It's no big deal. We had plenty of leeway there, thankfully. And one of the bezels had fell off because I just overheated the ring. So I'm still learning. I need to learn to control my heat a little bit better. But all in all, this was more of a difficult task than I'm used to. And I have took on some difficult tasks, and we're definitely gaining them XP points by doing rings like this. So we're gaining more XP points on a daily basis by doing more difficult rings. Some days I do tend to lean toward an easier ring, especially after a couple of bad days and failures on tougher rings. That way I at least can build a little confidence on some of the easier rings. But today it's definitely a pass. I'm going to give it a C. I'm going to give this ring a C. I almost gave it a C minus, and it may deserve a C minus, but I'm going to go ahead and grade it a C today. And that is my opinion. I hold very high values, and we're definitely not going to give it B's when it don't deserve B's, guys. So this is a C ring today, and leave it in the comments what you think what you grade this ring at, guys. And thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. And like always, I'm going to leave you a huge energy ball, guys. A huge energy ball full of energy, full of imagination, full of joy, full of love, and full of connectedness. Coming at you. All right, guys, I've thrown that out through multiple universes, and if you see it coming at you, guys, it's full of energy, so you better prepare yourself, because if it hits you, it's going to change you. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all hang tight.